to the Food and Wine channel. I'm Karen and today we are at the beautiful Taj Hotel. I'm speaking to the executive chef Shyam Longani, part of the Cape Legend Inter-Hotel Food Challenge. Is it Food Challenge or just Inter-Hotel Challenge? Okay, can I just say the last sentence?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm sitting with the executive chef Shyam Longani, who is part of the Cape Legend Inter-Hotel Challenge. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on your show.
Pleasure. You have been the executive chef at the Taj Cape Town for a while now. Could you tell us a bit about how you became a chef and why you became a chef?
Okay, I come from India, and as you know, Taj is an Indian company, Indian hotels company. In India, the system is extremely professional. How you graduate to a chef, we graduate from a catering college, and it's a catering college system is very robust. You've got national level colleges whereby every state will have a college in India, and you get selected in one of those colleges through an entrance exam. So I did qualify through those entrance exams. Then I moved on to hotel college in Ahmedabad, which is of course a government run subsidized college, and most of the candidates and chefs, top chefs in India have all graduated from these colleges. We do our catering from there. Of course, the catering is mixed with your front of the house, your housekeeping, and your kitchen, all training, followed by, you do specialization in the third year. And the hotels come for a campus interview. They come to the colleges, they select the candidates, and I was fortunate to get selected with Taj. That was in the year 1995, and since then I've been with Taj.
So you've been in this for quite some time.
Yes, and I started with the iconic hotel, Taj Mahal, Mumbai, which of course is known. It's an institution in India when it comes to hospitality, but it's also known for the recent attacks which happened in 2008, and of course. That was an unfortunate part in the history of the hotel, but we have come out stronger, and it's still the flag bearer
That's
of
what
hospitality.
The Indian history one would say, coming out at the top.
Absolutely. And it's a Tata company, everybody, it's not a new name in South Africa. So to build a career with the Tata company, and I've spent 19 years with them now, and I'm fortunate and lucky to be working for them.
That's quite loyal to one specific company. Specifically as your role as executive chef, what does that entail? Who are you every day as the executive chef?
See, I'm representing the entire kitchen team and the department, and of course, to our guests, I'm representing Taj. When people come to our hotel, they've got certain expectations. They've got expectations from which they have built over a period of time. It's a 110-year-old company.
Wow.
So most of the guests have already been to Taj before.
Yes.
So they come with an expectation. They booked with us. They've come to us because they know Taj very well. So I'm basically representing Taj as a brand when it comes to food. People who come and who take a plate or order food from us, they are ordering it because they know it's Taj, and then Taj will not go wrong anywhere. And that's a standard of product what they are going to get.
What's your standard? What is your specific style, or what's your signature rather?
See, we are in a luxury segment, and I would say we try to meet expectations for people who come to us. If they're ordering something, they've got an expectation. We try to meet it. See, unfortunately, these days people have forgotten the definition of luxury.
Yes.
And for us, luxury means no boundaries. If a guest wants something, we have to give it, no matter what it takes. Now, this means we need to be honest to them. We need to be honest to the cuisine. We need to be honest to the product itself. What we put on the plate is something which is eventually going to leave a long-term impression on the guest. We look at it from that point of view. So we need to be making sure that our product is not compromised in quality. The ingredients are sourced from the best suppliers. It's fresh. It's probably, as local as possible. That's the impression what we have in South Africa. We need to be local. Not only being sensitive to the local produce and farmers and market, but because it makes a lot more sense, with the world shrinking now, it's hardly anything you can't find in South Africa.
Very true.
So you have got some fantastic fruits, vegetable, you got meats, you got seafood. So why not use the local produce? And that's what our attempt is always when we are in the kitchens. We try to make it as honest to our guest, try and give them the best what we can, and make it extremely sensitive to the local market, and we make sure that we encourage our local producers in the country, and that's South Africa.
Yes.
Because that's what South Africa wants us to do, and that's what South Africa needs. Going back to Indian market might be a little different because we depend a lot on imports.
Yes. So, as your candidate who you have in the challenge, would that be part of his style as well? Is this what you want him to learn? What exactly are you mentoring him?
See, we don't want to impose everything that I have learned in my 19 years. He comes from a background, he comes from certain ethnicity whereby he has learned a lot in life. I would like him to come up with his own style. We will just try to help him in just polishing. It's like a diamond. You find a rough diamond, you just help them to get polished, so that you don't really want to change the diamond per se. You don't want to break the stone, you don't want to change the stone itself.
All right.
So it's going to be very much of local style. What works in South Africa is going to use the local produce. Of course, as everybody knows, we need to have a dish with pork, which needs to be part of the main course, or part of the 3-course menu, and we want to encourage them to use ingredients to the best of their ability. Most important, they need to know the ingredients and how an ingredient behaves in certain circumstances. So once they know the techniques, the value of cooking, the value of ingredient, I'm sure they're going to put a remarkable product out for the guests to try.
So, specifically to your candidate, words of wisdom, something that you'd like him to hold on to, as well as to your competitors, what do you have to say to them?
See, competitors are competitors on the day of the event, but all of them are chefs and they are from my profession. My only advice is, what we have been preaching everybody, just be honest to your profession, put your love, affection, your passion onto the plate, and trust me, the guests will always love it. It's a shrinking market. The world is shrinking. People know, they travel, they know the product. You can't really cheat them. You can't really be dishonest to them.
Yes.
So if we do what we are supposed to do, and that's being just be realistic, just be make sure that you have put in a lot of effort, love, and affection into your food. I'm sure we all will do justice to it. And for my candidate, I just wish him good luck. It's a good learning process. It's a learning phase for him. He should just go there and give his best, and leave the outcome to the judges.
Thank you so much for taking so much time out of your busy schedule. That was Shyam Longani, the executive chef at the Taj.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.